Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Hey, it's our podcast channel.
It's our.
Sorry, it's a bad habit.
Welcome to another Sandbox podcast. Most of you probably know him as Hubert CEO on TikTok.
We actually haven't have our own introduction,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
After so many episodes,
We might need help.
yeah, maybe you can like suggest some introduction.
I mean, introduction is really simple. Just introduce yourself and what you do, or just introduce yourself the way you want to be remembered by the audience, right? Like for me, let's just start with talking about my parents because nothing is better than generational wealth, all right? My parents, my father is a Tan Sri. My mother is a Datin Sri. So my parents are filthy rich, literally billionaires. And growing up, I have luxury cars, I have money in my pocket every single day, and I never had to worry about money at all.
So need another child.
So I never have to worry about money at all, and that is why I have a lot of space to play with a lot of things. I can start my own business and fail, and I don't have to worry anyway because my father's going to fund the business, my father's going to give me the money, my mom's going to give me all the money I need, and I don't have to worry. At least that's what I wish my story would be lah.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is this true?
I was really hoping.
Yeah, so I wish that was how my story would be. But the truth is, my parents are very humble people. My parents were musicians. Like so I'm the child of music. I'm probably sure that I'm made in music as well. Very humble people. In fact, my family recently recovered from a 2-3 decades long financial crisis that affected my family a lot. So if there's anything so if you're wondering my parents give me money or not, my mom gave me 888 ringgit to start my business and a lot of emotional and mental support. So if you wonder if my parents are rich, no, but my parents are rich in love. Yeah.
Aww.
So
So sweet.
yeah, one thing I learned from my parents is if you have a direction, set it. If you have a goal, set it, and don't ever give up on it. No matter how big or small it is, just focus on it and just do whatever you can to reach the goal.
So much motivational talk, but we haven't even introduced him yet. Okay, let's give him a chance to introduce himself.
My name is Hubert Lee. Most people know me as Hubert CEO across social media platforms. But the truth is, I'm Hubert Lee. I'm just your ordinary guy from the back of your street. I do content for fun. Until now, I still do content for hobby, and I run 22 Nation, which is a content creator management company, and I also run Hverse. Hverse is my content production arm, together with my business partners, and also at Hverse, Pingzi is just right here at the corner. If you can't see, he's actually at the corner here, hiding there. So yeah.
So we're all curious. Can you share how you started your YouTube journey?
Well, I didn't start by choice. I started merely by chance. It was 2019, and I think a lot of people's stories start from 2019 as well. It was the start of COVID. My only friend, my only companion was a hamster.
Aww.
Yeah. So I didn't have any friends because we couldn't have friends over. We couldn't stay with my family, and I couldn't travel back to the family because it was beyond the 10 km travel limit. So I stayed alone for 2-3 years, and I was really depressed, and I wanted to share my thoughts. I wanted to share my voice at a platform, but I knew one thing for sure: I cannot do it on Instagram. I cannot do it on Facebook because that's where my friends, that's where my parents, that's where my shareholders are at, my investors are at. So I did it on a platform that has a lot of stigma surrounding it, and the platform is called TikTok. And without realizing, people actually kind of like the way I converse, the way I share my thoughts, the way I share my vlogs, and it just built from there. And until now, I changed into doing skits already, and it's all thanks to my fans and followers lah. They gave me a lot of ideas and a lot of support to do that, and that's how I really started. And along the way, I realized that I cannot just depend on one platform, and I needed to diversify myself into multiple platforms. And that's when I jumped into Instagram and YouTube. And until today, my TikTok has around 3.2 million followers with verified, and my YouTube just exceeded 1.4 million subscribers, and my Instagram is hovering somewhere around 100k. So that's how everything really started, by chance actually, not by choice lah.
I see your content is more to like you really edited it really well, you really put effort into it. How do you break through this one? Because it's mostly like dancing in the beginning of TikTok, you know.
One day during Chinese New Year, I was actually filming my house for a vlog video, and my camera pointed at my father, and my father said something. He looked at the camera and he said hello, and my father became the center of attention for my video at that moment, and people are just replying in the comments stating that hello uncle, hello uncle, hello uncle. Everyone was just saying like hundreds of comments saying hello uncle, hello uncle, hello uncle, and the way they spelled hello was HARLOW. So it was really, really funny, and I thought, and that became the tagline for my first skit character. And I wanted to do skits for a really, really long time. If you've known me since in early 2016, 2017, since even 2013 or so, I've started doing some comedy skits on YouTube here and there, but it didn't really blow up until this year lah. So until last year actually. So I thought, hey, there's a chance to do a skit. So I'm just going to create a character that is slightly inspired by my father, and it just blew up from there.
But you said that you already started since last time. So was it like something that you dream of doing content, or you just did it for fun?
I started doing content in early 2013, 2014, but it was just an on and off thing. I post, nobody watch, I stop. I post, nobody watch, I stop, as usual. But it only became serious last 2 or 3 years. In fact, I started a business around content creation as well, around social media as well. Yeah, it has always been a dream of mine actually. It has always been a dream of mine, and I feel like I'm just really, really lucky to be able to live that dream. If you ask anyone, any boys from my generation, they would tell you, what is your dream? They would tell you, my dream is to have a solid job and to do YouTube. Usually lah. Usually they will say, oh, I want to be an engineer, I want to do something, but what is that one thing that you really want to do? They will either tell you, oh, I really want to become like Ryan Higa. I really want to become like PewDiePie. So that's probably me lah.
As a YouTuber in the industry in Malaysia, what are actually the challenges that you face?
Like when you mentioned, one day I will be known internationally and all, I didn't want to chip in and sound cocky, but my Malaysian audience is only 15%. The rest of my audience, 85% of my audience are all across the world.
So already known internationally.
In a way, but very segregated here and there. Up to date, YouTube plus Instagram plus TikTok, across all 3 platforms, I can proudly say that our videos are reaching 1 billion views in total. 1 billion, around 800 million already, like almost 1 billion views total, all across the world. And my primary audience is actually America. Yeah, so no problem with that. But the challenge is when you want to monetize your social media, right? Malaysian brands want to work with Malaysian creators. International brands, American brands want to work with American creators. They usually won't find creators outside of America to do it. So, but fortunately, I've had a chance to work with some of the biggest names in the region, from electronic brands to mobile apps to payment solutions and many, many more.
Yeah.
It's tough for me because the way I see challenges is I see challenge as a game that I have to play. So I don't really have problems with challenges. In fact, I like challenges.
So
I-
as well.
To look at the
Yeah.
challenges, yeah. Oh, the challenge is here. Okay, I'll take it as a game. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so when you ask me about challenges, I really don't know how to answer actually.
Yeah.
But maybe you talk about my personal challenge, okay? Fortunately and unfortunately, I won't say fortunately, unfortunately, there are some Malaysian viewers who didn't know that I'm Malaysian, and most of my fans are either teenagers or children, right? So when they spot me in public, usually what they will do is they will gather in group. Like I was at Sunway Pyramid the other day, just enjoying my dinner, and 1 or 2 teenagers saw me from far, and they just told their friends, hey, is that the guy? And without realizing there's like a crowd in front of me, and I find it very, very uncomfortable because I was eating. And nobody looks good when you're eating one. No matter how pretty you are when you eat, it's gonna look somewhat funny one. And I find it very uncomfortable. I just want to eat in peace. So
It's your personal time.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's my own personal time. So I just eat and I walk away quickly. But one of the fans actually called up to me and said, "Hey, are you Hubert Lee?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And then she started screaming really, really loudly, and I didn't know how to react. And then she just walked away, and I was there standing still like.
Everyone must be thinking, what you did to her?
And then I was asking myself, what should I be doing at this situation? So the challenge is really on handling the limelight. Yeah, handling the limelight. But if you talk about business challenges and all, I can tell you, I whatever challenge it is, I would just nail it one.
I think that's a very
Yeah.
good mindset,
Yeah.
especially when you're running a business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like for me, if it's me, right, I'll be like stressed. And then I say I'm stuck. I need to go healing.
Yeah.
We heard you have another agency.
Yep.
You handle talents as well.
Yes.
So we want to also know, how did you start this business?
So we started as a content creator management company. So think of us like an artist management company, but the celebrities that we're managing are content creators. And what we do is very different from what agencies do. Most agencies, they are not committed to their content creators. They are more like freelance basis. They're probably marketing agencies who so happens to work with content creators. But as a management company, as a content creator management company, what we do is we ensure the success of content creators. When we sign you, we will go through a lot of assessment to reach out to you. When you come to us, we will propose you the methods that you can to really ace and nail this content creation game. And what we do is usually we will invest time, effort, and money into ensuring their success. And our policy, at the same time, our job is also to find them brand deals. Our job is really to turn their passion into profit and profession, the 3 Ps. Passion into profit and profession. That's what we really do. Our biggest promise is we promise them that we will increase their usual rate, we will increase their average rate for sponsorship fees, and will increase their frequency of inquiries. That's what we do. In fact, we are so confident with what we do that we literally told them, hey, if you don't get any business inquiries from us in 3 months, you have the full rights to terminate the contract, no questions asked.
Yeah. What inspired you to open this business, this company?
I had a group of friends who didn't know how to charge. They don't know how to charge, and you would be surprised, people with 1 million followers, hundreds of thousands of views every video, and they charge as low as 200 to 500 ringgit, which if you look at the market rate, if you put Facebook ads, if you put YouTube ads, you will know 100,000 views is a lot of money that you need to put into ads. But these people are generating it organically in ways that consumers would buy when they see the videos that they make. So I talked to them, and they told me that, hey, I don't know how to charge. I don't know where to find clients. I don't know how to pitch myself. Even if they know that they have the value, they don't know how to pitch themselves. I myself, I've been in business for over 10 years now. I specialize in business development and data analytics. So what we did is we just brought them over. We grouped a group of them. There were 22 of them when we first started, and we just started managing them. And that's why we call ourselves 22 Nation. But don't worry, the name won't change with every creators we add in. If we have 30, 40, 100, it won't become 100 Nation. It will just be 22 Nation. So that's what really inspired me. The fact that we are here, we see an opportunity in democratizing opportunities for all content creators, regardless of your age, your gender, your skin color, whatever it is. We are here to democratize opportunities for content creators, to make content creation and generating income from content creation an even playing field for celebrities and the commoners alike.
So you were saying that no matter how many artists you have, you won't change the name. So why?
Probably not lah.
Why 22?
A fan of Taylor Swift.
I mean, I cannot say I'm not a fan.
He's not a fan.
But because I'm just afraid that Taylor Swift fans would all come attacking me. But I do listen to Taylor Swift songs occasionally. But when we started, we have 22 creators. And we figured out what do we call ourselves. 22 creators. Our influence base is over 40 million in total. And it's more powerful. We are probably more powerful than a nation. If let's say all of us really got into politics, but we're not going to get political. But our influence base is enough to really change the course of the elections. We have this influence power. We know that we have this. So we are as powerful as a nation, and we have 22 creators. So why not just call the nation of 22 people 22 Nation? Yeah. So that's the inspiration behind the name.
Were there any business decisions that you regretted doing in your company, like that almost nearly affected the whole company?
There was one point of time where we are just massively signing up newbies. We call them trainees. We are signing up newbies. So what we did was we go to random apps to find people that has the personality, the looks, to just sign into our company and become our trainee. Because if you know that the trainee model is a lucrative business, because you actually have full rights over the image, the identity of this person, because this person is not well known outside. What we do is we bring a person who's relatively unknown in the industry, and we turn them from zero to internet heroes. So that's what we do with them. And there's this one Korean guy that we found on a learning app. We wanted to sign him up, but then we told him that, hey, this is meant to be private and confidential. Before any agreements are signed, don't say that you're working with us. because we don't want any false representation. So think of us as the YG of content creation. So we have huge plans on how to market this guy, and we have huge plans. We already set aside budget to really turn him into an internet celebrity, an internet hero. So until one fine day, I received a random message from a person on Instagram stating that this person is actually an abusive person and had some issues, but I'm not going to go deep into that. But then we realized that, hey, no matter what it is, we are not, I won't say we are not capable to deal with these kind of drama. I'm just saying that I don't want to be dealing with these kind of drama so early on in the business. So had we accepted him earlier, maybe we had to invest much more money into PR, into fixing the image of the company, into fixing his image. And I strongly think that as a small business like us, we really can't afford all this backlash. So that's one that could really change the course of our business. And the second one was wrong hiring. Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg said, fire fast, hire fast, hire slow. Hire people damn slow, fire people damn fast. Whenever you see that people who cannot fit into your values, into your culture, let them go.
Do you have any advice to those who wants to also start YouTube or do TikTok or like you, but they're not sure where to start and also afraid to start?
Yeah, maybe they shy.
Yeah, shy, like me.
My advice is really simple. If shy, then don't do.
Oh.
If shy, then don't do. Because
you cannot become KOL already.
Yeah.
No chance already.
if shy, then don't do. Because if you really wanted to do it, if you're shy, you will still do it. Yeah. Just identify your focus. Like, do you want to be focused on the fact that you are shy and you dare not do, or do you want to focus on the fact that you will get used to it and you really want to do it? So which factor do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on the pull factor that is holding you back, or do you want to focus on the push factor, your desire to become content creator? So it's ultimately about the focus. Yeah. So that's my first advice. The second advice is don't overthink it. A lot of people, when they do content, if you check back, okay, up to date, I have exceeded over 1,000 public videos. Why I say public is because there are a lot of private videos that I privated, and I just felt that this cannot be out there. So I have over 1,000 videos in total. If you have the chance to scroll back all the way to my first content in 2020, end of 2019, start of 2020, you will notice that I have filters on my face. I have the face slimming feature and all. And why? It's because I didn't know how to adjust that. All I know is, damn, I look so pretty. I look like
Some K-pop star, oppa.
no, I actually look like some Chinese female celebrity. Yeah, so that's Angela something, Angela Baby.
Angela Baby.
I look like Angela Baby at that time. So if you look at my first video, I didn't even know how to operate the system, the features. I didn't even know how to do it. So start first. Don't overthink it. If you really want to do something, flip your camera open. Start recording something. Everything can be content, but not everything should be content. Yeah.
Yeah, actually I want to ask one question, because previously we actually had an event, a woman's day event, where there's a lot of organization that came, and one of the girls, she was actually talking about content creation.
Yep.
She experienced people giving her really, really bad comments, death threats. They really go all out to attack her, and she was just questioning the people, like the content creator. How do you regulate all these things? How do you really put a guideline for people? Yeah.
Fortunately, now you have an option to block out keywords that you don't want to see. That you can filter out keywords that you don't want to see. For me, last time, if you see my older videos, you will notice that my teeth are actually very crooked. This teeth is a bit straight now because I've done treatment already. Yeah. But back then, my teeth was really crooked, and I have a lot of bad comments about my teeth, and I feel very insecure about it. That time, there is no such thing as filter. So it's very simple. I just don't read only. But today, I just block out. I just block out all the things I don't like to see. Other people can still see, but I myself don't see, because I don't want to be triggered by that. But one thing I've learned about dealing with all this negativity is, in psychology, there is a term called reframing. Yeah, reframing is a procedure where you just turn one word with one meaning into another meaning. One sentence with one meaning into another meaning. Just flip it only. Flip it. Example: why are people commenting bad things about you? Are you that bad? maybe, okay, let's just be honest lah. Are we that bad? Sometimes, yes, sometimes we are. Sometimes we are, okay? Sometimes we are. Sometimes does the person who claimed that my teeth look bad actually feels that it looks bad? Do I feel, okay, actually yes. Do you want to take that as feedback? For me, I took that as a feedback and I went for treatment. Yeah? I took that as a feedback. And people say I look thin. I took that as a feedback. I eat non-stop now. So another way is to take it with a pinch of salt. Third way is to reframe it. Ask yourself, to start, just ask yourself, why do people comment badly on my videos? High chance it has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with them. Okay? I tell myself all the time, the bad comments that he or she leaves is not a representation of how I am. It is a reflection of how he or she is as a person. It is a reflection of his or her insecurities. And it does not at all reflect my values and my principle as a human being. I tell myself that. And what are my values and my principles? What are my values? Then I will write down a list of my top 10 values, top 10 things that I think I deserve, top 10 in relationship, in family, in financial, in work. Then I look at what I think I deserve and I say, wow, this is what I deserve. So I shouldn't let that comment harm or injure me in any way. So a lot of creators, they will tell you things like, oh, just ignore. I feel like, yes, it is, ignoring is good, but you are just hiding until that one unfortunate moment when you accidentally saw, that's when everything starts coming up again. The way to cure this is to really work on your own insecurities and not let your own insecurities affect.
I wouldn't say only on social media, even in our work environment. Every little things that people say to us, you're not doing good, why are you doing this, why are you doing shit, the things like that. Yeah, it really affects the whole working.
If someone tells you, this is just how I do it, if someone tells me that your work is shit, I'll ask them back, why do you think it's shit? Yeah, a lot of people, when someone gives them a comment, I'll give them a remark, they will hide themselves in the room feeling very, very sad about it. But for me, I go straight to the source. I ask the source, why do you think my work is shit? Tell me. Yeah. So why? So that I can fix my shit. I can make it better so that people don't think my work is shit. Or I'm just pushing responsibility back to him. If you can't tell me why my work is shit, I'm not the shit, you are the shit. Yeah? You feel shit, so you make me feel like shit. It's to prove that it's his insecurity, not mine.
What about in the business point of view? Like, what's your advice, based on the years of experience that you have, for people like startup?
This is an advice that I know a lot of people have told, but not many people are able to practice, okay? I'm saying this right now because I failed to practice this and I suffered tremendously. My advice is always, don't be too emotionally attached to your business. Be emotionally attached with your vision, with your goals, not the business. The business is just the vehicle for you to achieve your goal and vision. Be stubborn with your vision, be stubborn with your goal, not with the business. If the business fails, it doesn't mean that you cannot achieve your vision and goal. It just means that this is not the way to achieve it. Try something else. Always be willing to pivot and change according to environment, according to landscape. You cannot use a Silicon Valley model in Klang Valley. Yeah? You cannot use that model one. A lot of times when we go to courses, we learn about the stuff, people will say this course is directly from Silicon Valley. But you forget their spending power is much more than us. That is Silicon Valley. We are in Klang Valley. Their office is probably in Mid Valley. Yeah? So it's a very different valley. Right? Just take advice with a pinch of salt and understand your market in a way that you would understand. Don't understand your market in a way that others tell you how they understand their market. No. It's a wrong perspective.
The point at where you are now, you already achieved, I think,
I feel like
a lot of things. Most of what people want to achieve already. So what's next?
For my business, I want to expand it to other countries that really, really deserve this sort of opportunities, such as Philippines, Myanmar, Vietnam, Singapore. No need let the Singaporeans handle. Malaysia, we already have a lot of good companies handling this, including ours, a lot of respectable companies. But we are talking about the fact that content creation can change lives. I don't know if you have seen this before or not, but there's a woman in some part of an Asian country, underprivileged Asian country. She's a farmer. She does farming content. It's actually a very poor woman whose life was changed because she started recording herself doing farming, and people just like it. And now she's an international superstar.
Oh, in China?
Yes.
Oh, I think I saw.
Yeah, I think I see
Yeah,
it
I
sometimes.
think like something like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because these are the contents you don't really see often in, in your everyday life. Like you don't see people farming on the street.
Correct.
So I
Yep.
think it's very interesting actually
Yes.
to see what happens.
Yep. So content creation changed her life, and I want to bring this change to underprivileged people, to really, really deserving people. I really want to use my companies, 22 Nation and Hverse, the production company, Hverse and 22 Nation, to really change lives of people who deserve this. Yeah. To democratize opportunities through content creation. That's what we want to do.
Right now, we're gonna go on to our Spill Your Office tea. So this is where you share any gossips, maybe teas. Yeah, hot teas. Yeah.
So I had a colleague, I'm not going to name who, the night before he worked, he had a lot of mala. He ate very spicy food. And when he arrived at work, he couldn't come up to my place. We work at my house last time now, okay, before we had a studio now. And he actually texted me and told me, bro, can you help me? I asked him like, why? What happened? Do you need access card to come up to my place? They said, no, bro, can you bring me a pair of shirt and pants?
Oh my god.
Then I was like, bro, what happens? Because I thought he was in an accident. I was so worried. And then, no, bro, I shit my pants.
Oh,
I sharted.
shit.
But for the sake of privacy, I'm not going to say who that person is. But he said, I shit my pants, bro. Then I'm like, that's the most awkward thing that has ever happened.
What's your reaction when you see him face to face?
I don't know if I should laugh. I feel very sorry. But in this kind of situation, it's hard not to laugh.
I think I will laugh.
It's very hard not to laugh. So I was just trying to be very serious because his first day at work. At the same time, it was so funny. At the same time, I'm pretty sure I can smell it.
Oh my god.
And it's just a very funny thing. Right?
Was there any content that you created so far that you actually did not post or you posted but you regret?
Yes. I regret a lot of contents I make, but fortunately, like how we deal with challenges, I deal with regret really, really well. I don't regret, like a lot of people, they would regret it and they just like hide in their rooms, but no, I regret it and I just ask myself, how can I make it better next time, right? So, but there are things that has been done but cannot be published that I absolutely regret and I resent until this day. So one of it would be, I don't know if anyone, okay lah, nobody knows lah, okay? Because I have two goals I want to do for content. First is I want to make my own sitcom show. Think of it like Welcome to Waikiki, the K-drama.
Damn, that show.
Yeah, and Friends, How I Met Your Mother, these kind of shows, friendship kind of shows, yeah. I really want to make a sitcom like that. The second thing I want to do is I really want to do my own game show. My own reality show. And fortunately, last year I had the chance to produce a game show. But it didn't get to be published. Because there were a lot of miscommunications here and there. I didn't micromanage enough. Unfortunately, if you're a content creator, you need to micromanage a lot, man. Unless you hired a micromanager, you have to micromanage a lot. So I didn't micromanage enough. I didn't keep track enough. And unfortunately, that episode didn't get to be published. That is like almost 2 months worth of hard work. Almost 2 months worth of hard work. Gone just like that. There were audio issues, there were video issues. It was just a very, very regretful moment for me. Yeah, that's one lah. That was last year.
Oh,
Yeah, and
resilient.
yeah, but fortunately, I'm not giving. Again, like I said, your content, your business is just a way to achieve your goal. My goal is still there. So I've just spoken to Ping Zi, my producer. We're gonna produce another game show this year. Same title, same concept, but better planning. Yeah, it's not about what you regret. It's about what you do after that. And another content I absolutely regret, and my producer can also agree that he regrets this also. We had a video that we made that didn't get to be published because we didn't look at the technical specifications of what we want to achieve. Yeah, 99% of our videos are done with green screen. The only 1% real is the humans talking. That's the only real thing. Everything, even if you see me holding a basketball on my hand, that basketball is fake. It's a 3D generated keyframe basketball. Yeah, so that's how we do it lah. So when that happened, that entire video, 8 minutes long, it was almost 2 weeks worth of hard work, including editing. We couldn't publish it because of technical errors. Yeah, so that's one thing I regret lah.
Yeah, I mean like there's a lot of effort that goes behind each video that people like us we don't see lah. But now that we really hear from him, is
like we always think like, okay, they're really just good at it, so it must be
Yeah.
easy.
Correct.
And the thing is, I do not regret that I cannot publish the video. What I regret was before we publish a video, you just think like when we were shooting, we are very happy one. When we're filming, we're so happy. Everyone is there, so excited, so happy. Let's make this work. We're gonna make this work. Everyone is just so motivated. What I regret is the fact that I disappointed the people who are so excited about the work we do. I regret the fact that I cannot reciprocate my feelings of excitement, my team's feelings of excitement. I cannot reciprocate that. I cannot give them back that excitement by making the video work at the end. Yeah, so for that I blame myself lah. Yeah, if you're the leader, right, you point one finger at someone, right, the remaining 3, except this one pointing at the leg lah, okay, but the leg is still yours, okay? The remaining 3 or 4 fingers is pointing at yourself and your leg, so it's you lah. It's all your fault lah. Yeah, unfortunately, if you're a leader, all your fault one lah.
Yeah.
Pantry, no food, also your fault lah.